Imagine this scenario. A priest says Mass, consecrating 100 hosts. Then, after the consecration, but before communion, 100 non-consecrated hosts are mixed in. When the congregation receives communion, half receive consecrated hosts, and half receive non-consecrated hosts. Do you think that the congregation would notice? Do you think that they would say, this is odd. I normally feel filled with grace after Holy Communion, but today I feel nothing. Do you think that they might talk to one another and figure out that a full 50% of them felt that something was off? We can reimagine this scenario into a bunch of different tests. Imagine that we make batches of 10 hosts, 1 consecrated host and 9 unconsecrated hosts. And then we gave a batch to a whole bunch of different faithful Catholics. Do you think that Catholic would be able to tell us which one of the 10 was the consecrated host? Do you think that faithful Catholic would be able to tell us which one of those hosts had the substance of the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ, and which 9 just had the substance of bread? We could do the opposite too. We could take 9 consecrated hosts and 1 unconsecrated, and I know that Catholics aren't supposed to receive communion more than once a day, so we would have to make the test such that they were only receiving 1 host per day, but still 10 days. And then we could ask the participants, hey, which one of these 10 days did you feel the most filled with grace? Which day did you feel the least filled with grace? Can you rank the days? And then we could find out how accurate these Catholics were to finding out how close to the bottom the unconsecrated host falls. I don't think that many Catholics would do better than chance on these tests, and I don't think many Catholics would even agree to do them in the first place. I think partially because Catholics mostly agree already. Catholics know that they can't really tell the difference between a consecrated and an unconsecrated host. So why am I even talking about this? Because I think it should actually bother Catholics kind of a lot that you can't tell the difference between the substance of the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ, God made man, and this substance of bread. But this is actually an even bigger problem. I call this the hylomorphic problem, because this isn't just a problem for Catholics. This is a problem for anybody who is a realist of any stripe. See, these scenarios are just an example of the interaction problem of universals, like substances. It's not just that Catholics can't tell the difference between the substance of God and the substance of bread. Catholics can't tell the difference between the substance of male and the substance of female. Trans folks could have a transubstantiation of their own, where the substance of maleness leaves the body and the substance of femaleness enters the body, and Catholics would never know. Why? Because universals don't interact with the rest of the world in any kind of causal way. That should bother Catholics too. But I have yet to meet a single Catholic who is actually that bothered by this. I've spoken to Catholics about this before, and they kind of just say, yeah, it just doesn't really concern me. And shouldn't it? Shouldn't you be weirded out by the fact that one of these hosts literally has the body of God as its substance, and you can't tell? If you can't tell at all, why do you actually believe it's there? It seems entirely unfalsifiable. So that's it. Short video today, but Catholics, tell me down below, do you care that you can't tell the difference between the substance of bread and the substance of God? Let me know. Thanks.